look who it is.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, thank you for convincing me to come back.
Thank you very much!
Yeah, thanks. For the other day. I'm just glad to see such a great dancer back where they belong.
Yes!
I know, right? Now we might have a real shot at regionals. We're gonna zing them right out of their seats. We'll zing them, huh? Well, I know I'll do everything I can to help the rabbits, that's for sure. Let's start dancing.
Got a song in mind?
Dance. One and two.
We're looking good!
Could get better.
Oh, you got blown up.
Alright, that's a wrap for today. Great job, everyone. Great job.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, could you come here for a second? What's up? Excuse me. Please just come with me. You have to see this.
Hey.
What? Hey.
Hey.
Takanashi-san, what's going on? My friend said she saw her around here somewhere.
Ah,
Oh, there.
Hmm?
Is that Itokura? What's she doing? Wow.
Kotoko.
Kodoko, you actually came to school.
Hey.
Oh, on your way to the MCR? No, not really. Don't be shy. Come on. Oh wait, just come on. Amasawa Senpai would be delighted to see you.
Oh. Oh.
Yagami-san. Ah,
What?
Took the girl
I know
home.
what you're thinking. You think I'm an egg after all that. But you heard what the cop said. I always want. And those guys?
what is it? Got a problem? I can just leave if so. No, no problem at all. Welcome, Ito Kuro-san. You're the third member of the Mystery Research Club. Boy, how exclusive.
It's a girl.
Yes, it is. It's good to see you in school. I guess I can show up if I feel like it. It's not like I hate mysteries or anything.
Not bad.
This is quite the collection. Amasawa Senpai.
The rock itself was worth a chunk of change. So I phoned it. Can I invest the cash in a little startup making waves in the East End?
I've got all the famous ones at home. Should I bring those to the club sometime?
He was wandering around China. Because the person that my this really do have my eyes.
I suppose getting to read all these for free is pretty cool.
Itakura-san.
Oh, and Itokuro-san, would you like to work on a mystery fanzine with me? I'm in the middle of analyzing some of Carr's novels. Carr, huh? I heard a new translation just came out. Now we'll finally get to read a fresh version of the Locked Room lecture. This turned out pretty well, didn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
One never learns.
Yagami-san.
Smell irresistible. The new Axe effect.
Those chicken nuggets under my wing.
Old bastard treats.
You eat those chicken nuggets under my wing.
Life is a barren field. Those things smell.
Ready for Subway Eat Fresh Refresh? That's a new and improved Italian BMT with new artisan Italian bread, new Black Forest ham, and new
Refresh, refresh.
You're messing with me, right? No, I'm serious. I saw him in the faculty room. I bet he won't show his face here, though. Hey, what's going on?
Yagami-san.
Apparently, our advisor, Kamikado Sensei, actually came to school today. The one I still haven't met at all this time?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while since he helped out the club. I'm sure he'll sneak off some soon instead of coming here and lending us a hand. Oh, well, in that case, I should go meet him now. Huh? What for? Well, I am involved with the dance club after all. What's he look like?
So,
Bushy hair, pale face. His shirts are always wrinkled. I think he's like 25 years old.
Gotcha.
Got it. If I spot him, I'll try to find out what his deal is.
On his real country style rib sandwich. New. Oh man. Oh man. On these we have the meats. I'm getting an iguana.
What are you talking about?
No, I need a jar for my crickets. The guy at the pet store wouldn't sell me the iguana until I could show him a big jar of crickets. To prove I could feed the iguana. I was so excited I just ran out of it.
Damn you, jerk! That was the jam I got in Colonial Williamsburg. Now I have to go back and it's so boring.
If something's that important to you, maybe put a note on it. Nothing's free. I feel like I'm always screwing up with Francie.
You are. That's accurate.
It's intense. I feel like I'm wound so tight.
You are. You're like a wire.
I am bound. Hey, super tight. Gotta make your telling my story.
You gotta cut loose.
Letting loose. Instantly.
Well, let's do it. You're my boy, and I'm always here to help. Sorry, I'm kind of down to the trains. But we'll make it work. To cutting loose. Loose. Cut loose. Let us drink some more booze. Wow. Oh, wow. Shut this wheelchair up now. With Derby. If the booze has been free. Waiter sing.
I have a better idea. To get gold from the swine. Hey, it's happening.
Could this guy be the dance club advisor?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, am I mistaken, or are you Komikado Sensei?
Huh?
And who are you? I'm Yagami, outside counselor for the MRC. I've sort of stepped in to help the dance club too recently. The chairman told me about you. It's so great that you're lending them. What do you think of their routine? They're really coming along. They've pretty much got the whole thing down pat. Nice. You know, I'm the one who choreographed that routine. I've always been rather passionate about dance.
Excuse me.
Is that so? Listen, I have to tell you, the rabbits seem a little lost without you. Is there any way you could step back in and help them out again? As in, do your job? I'm afraid I'd have to say no.
Huh?
No? Why is that? You probably wouldn't understand, but essentially, it's due to complications from a broken heart. Really? Really?
Huh.
Oh, that's why. My love was the most incredible dancer. Now that she's out of my life, I simply can't bear to witness the sight. So you see, I have no choice but to retire from the world of dance. What a flake. I mean, would you want a teacher around who was constantly throwing up?
Huh.
Right. I suppose not. Here, you can take this. Maybe it'll do you and the rabbit some good. A dance manual. I certainly have no use for it anymore. Great. Thanks. Well, that was a real swing and a miss. I know, right?
Hands off. Nature take its course. But sometimes nature needs a push. Many ways to play this.
Line's out of stock everywhere. The vineyard doesn't even exist anymore. I'm screwed. That scene will never forgive me for drinking that wine.
We made the wine. Or we just made it. Have you seen The Martian? It meant David could grow potatoes out of his own species. We could do this. If we already had some of Matt Damon's species. It's dry because it's from school time. Can't have Francine knowing what we're up to. This way, whenever she looks out the window, she'll think you're practicing basketball.
You don't play basketball on the phone. How about we say I'm playing wrestling?
Deal. Say hello to me, Mario Vincent Sanchervasi.
We can make an exact replica of Francine's wine.
We're gonna make it exactly the same way it was made the first time. Same vine, same soil, imported from France. On this day, it was sunny.
Oh, Yagami-san. Any luck with Kamikado Sensei? Unfortunately, no. He said there's no way he can come back to the dance club. I knew it. I guess we're all on our own, We'll be fine as long as you're with us, Yagami-san. You're so much more dependable than Kamikado Sensei.
Okay, team.
Right, everybody? Yeah, totally. We'd be lost without you, Yagami-san. You're helpful and kind, and you're why we got through prelims. Pretty much. We can rely on you for anything. See, everyone basically considers you our advisor already. Is that so? Well, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to help the rabbits. And it's good to know. Show Kamikado. It's goodbye to no show Kamikado.
Whoa, Roger, stop! Roger!
Is my dick showing? What shares give?
No, there's a tornado!
Yeah, that's why we're here, silly. A twister hit the vines in '89. It flipped them around real good. Only the sweetest grapes were left on the vine.
Hi, Yagami-san. Thanks for stopping by. Are you going to help us with practice today? Yes, I am.
Roger, the vine!
Sam, the Roger!
Got a song in mind?
Look at us, we're farmers.
Roger, it seems like we might die here.
Go ahead and pick a costume. Which step should we work on?
Same for me. And Sam, couldn't help but notice you took a little pause there. Would you do this for me?
No, probably not.
Oh. Well, you hurt me terribly. So. There's a corpse in here. There's maggots in his mouth.
Okay, let's go.
And a delicious, crispy, spicy one for whoever needs a little kick in the keister. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich in classic or spicy for just $3.99. It's really good.
Here goes nothing. And 1 and 2. Here goes nothing.
Really? Free testing and charge.
Fantastic, Yagami-san.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution. This Halloween, we could all use a treat. The goblins, the grandpas,
Okay, team.
Perfect, everyone. Perfect. That kind of work will earn us a regional trophy. Yeah.
Yagami-san.
Today's the day, Yagami-san. The finals of the Ichijo Citywide Dance Regionals.
Yes.
Yep, we really made it.
Sayaka.
Have you seen it yet? The Norizuki video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really something.
Hmm?
What's this about? Last night, everyone uploaded a video of the Misaki High Dance Club's latest routine. It already has over 200,000 views. Damn, that's more views than I get. That many views basically overnight. That's definitely more views than what I get. Wow, sounds like one idol who still got a loyal fan base. But it's not just the idol thing. I've seen the video and their routine is phenomenal. It's like I was spellbound. Their form, their timing, everything was perfect. The music was actually unique. Even the solos were top notch. We're going up against this. We're in trouble, aren't we?
You guys.
Come on, what's with the faces? Did you forget the rabbit's motto? Oh right, dance like at nobody's watching.
Yeah.
I get that Norizuki's dance team makes you nervous, but if you just go up there and enjoy yourself like you do during practice, you're gonna knock them dead. Got it? Yeah.
Yagami-san.
Youngie-san, we'd appreciate it if you were there to support us. Will you let us know when you're ready to go? Yeah, let's get going. Great. Thank you so much, rabbits. We'll roll out. Inchijo Regionals, we're coming for you. Woo!
Okay, team.
Alright, everybody. Time to show them our stuff. Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
See it yet? Huh? See what?
so
What was that about? You don't think she meant the video? Oh, okay. I see now, but why'd she come all this way just to ask me that? She doesn't have any reason to be here today. You're probably the whole reason that video got shared online. She clearly thinks you're her competition. I say she's just trying to get in your head. Most probably. You think so? That's how any competitor would act.
Which song now? Dress to impress. Awesome. Gotta set the sweet moves up. Dress to impress. Which song now? Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's do this. Wow, this is a big audience. Way more than at prelims. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Just don't get nervous. Pumpkin people. Okay. Oh, come on, cut it out. The more you focus on something, the more you'll just work yourselves up. Huh?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. You have to accept your nerves with every fiber of your being. My old dance instructor taught me that. And once we start, we're gonna forget the audience is even there. We'll be too busy killing it to notice them. What's our motto?
dance like nobody's watching.
Right.
Let's do our best.
Right. If we enjoy ourselves, we've already won the day. So let's just enjoy being nervous in the moment. Everyone's all smiles now. That's why they call her the ace. She's the team's mood maker.
Okay, team.
Come on, rabbits, huddle up.
Smile, spirit, spunk. Go!
Rabbits, woo! Woo! That Ric Flair. Woo!
Here we go.
Sweet.
And one and a two.
Crushing it.
Did you see that, Yagami-san?
And now, the first place award for the best performance of the day. The top prize winners in this year's Ichijo Citywide Dance Regional is, please, the Siryu Rabbits. Yeah! It's her. Hey, here to spy on the enemy, huh?
What?
Are you Siryu High's
It's me.
their outside counselor, Yagami? So what's your honest take on the Rabbits' performance today? Honestly, I was impressed. I knew their top dancer would make a difference. The rest of them, though, they've got a long way to go. Really? Competition's that tough, huh? With their little dance like nobody's watching gimmick is a surprisingly dangerous one. Oh, you think so? I first noticed it at a much smaller meet. I thought to myself, they may not be very good, but they sure do look like they love doing it.
I see.
That's a keen observation, and I'll even tell you, I think it's their secret weapon.
Yagami-san!
We did it. Oh. Nishizono-san, I see the Star Rabbits return to the stage. But don't you think you're leaning on her a bit hard?
Huh?
What do you mean? When you crowd a flower with too many weeds, the life gets choked out of it. Might as well dig up the whole bed and start over fresh.
Hey!
What? Who are you calling weeds? I think she's talking about you guys. Girl, you got some nerve. I guess Norizuki still feels confident enough to swing by and take her jabs at Nishizono. This battle is far from over. It's Amasawa. Yagami-san, I'm calling about the Dancing Bunny investigation. Any new progress today? Unfortunately, no. I'm keeping at it though. Well, actually, I found something that could help you out. Could you stop by HQ when you get a chance? I mean the MRC club room. No problem. What did Amasawa dig up? Oh, Idokura, you're here too?
I suppose.
Yeah. Coming here after school helps to save on utility bills at home. Hey, whatever gets you here.
Amasawa.
So, Amasawa, what did you want to talk about?
Well,
I have a piece of rather unpleasant information. Oh, you do? Well, I found Nishizono-san's chatter account. Turns out her username is Dancing Bunny. Oh shit.
What was that?
Really? Take a look for yourself.
Hey,
Are you sure this isn't just a coincidence? Believe me, I wish that were the case. But to be honest, we're looking at more than one coincidence here. Not only that, Nishizono-san has a motive. If Yuri Norizuki were forced to drop out of the competition due to injury, Nishizono-san would have Hiraki-kun alter herself. That is true, but is Nishizono really the type to ask someone to hurt somebody else? When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however, improbable must be the truth. Idokura? Sherlock Holmes himself said that, didn't he? I don't believe a true detective shies away from the facts, Yagami-san. But we don't have any concrete proof yet.
Look here.
Perhaps you're unaware, Yagami-san, but when it comes to teenagers, the worst ones usually make an effort to appear well-adjusted and reputable. Never take high schools at face value. I know that shit's right. Then that's in real life too. Alright then. Noted.
Masawa.
I'll keep working with the rabbits. I'll let you know when I have a lead. Amasawa. Well, good luck to you then, detective.
Itakura.
Idokura, you're an MRC member now. You can act like you're above this, but you're gonna join us on some real detective work one of these days. I'm what? Wanna try going undercover sometime? Why the hell would I wanna?
Yagami-san.
You know you wanna, girl. Stop playing. Speaking of going undercover, Yagami-san, there's another club I'd like you to investigate soon. I'm still gathering information at the moment, though. I'll let you know once I'm ready for you.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments. I'm good to go. Ask your doctor about once monthly Cabenuva.
Yagami-san.
Well, I guess that solves the dance investigation.
Play the music, nerd. Before we hear what amazing shape-up, I want to thank all you Scanomaniacs for coming out in full force. Doc, tell them what Papa's packing.
Well, you put on 5 pounds since last year.
Bigger is better.
You shrunk a quarter of an inch.
So
Oh.
much man in such a
Hey, Yagami-san, I'm ready to show that case to you. The one about another cereal club. Could you stop by the club room whenever you're free?
Looking like down the line.
Can do. Man, this place really is a mess, huh? Excuse me.
Still don't have AIDS.
Hear that, Francine? Doc's giving me a prescription for Ronald.
think this is the best place to eat for someone with your cholesterol.
Hold on. Yeah, fuck it.
Dan, the doctor gave you this health journal to monitor your fitness and eating habits.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You heard my stool sample results.
Oh, Idokura, you're here too. So how's the MRC treating you? I'm tired of it. Tired of it? So soon? I mean, I read every single book in this club room. There's nothing else to do. You did? Already? She's quite a fast reader. Ridiculously fast. Never knew you had it in you, Idokura.
Look here.
Hey, Amasawa Senpai. If there aren't any mysteries, then the MRC has nothing to do. What's the point in even coming to school? Then I guess I'll go buy some new books. The book club's already low on funds this month too.
Amasawa.
So anyway, Amasawa, you wanted to talk about something, right? Is it related to the professor?
Yes.
Indeed, I wanted to discuss another possible criminal investigation. I'd like to ask you to go undercover again, but this time in the robotics club. Ooh, robotics. Robotics club, huh? This should be interesting. Didn't know you had a robotics club.
Yes.
Oh, yes. A few years back, a handful of students established this club based on their one common interest, robots. Recently, they've even participated in robotics competitions.
Does that mean?
You mean that whole thing when they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games like Tamere?
Yes.
That's right. Many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. The Siri Robotics Club participates in a business-sponsored tournament called the RE Robo Rally. It's a huge event that invites technical college students, robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete for a large cash prize. Ooh. So some average high school club signed up for a tournament like that. Sounds like an uphill battle. Quite so. It's an uphill battle every year, I'm afraid. I hear they always lose in the preliminaries. Dang. High school robotics clubs typically have limited funding. Not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-age group would have.
That being said,
I can understand that. Despite their shortcomings, the City Robotics Club made a huge leap forward when one particular transfer student became the club's president. A second year named Yumu Okitagawa. On the second trimester, Okitagawa-kun transferred over from a high school in another prefecture. He was a member of his previous school's robotics club as well. Before he transferred, he consistently received top marks in robot competitions. With him joining the ranks, the robotics club's streak of preliminary losses changed drastically. Nice. Okitagawa-kun's management and production abilities rivaled that of a seasoned adult. The once feeble robotics club has practically transformed under his leadership.
What was that?
Transformed. Just as one example, the club had typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured a sponsorship from a shopping district. He even drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate, and the club quickly saw an increase in efficiency and productivity in their work.
Oh.
A high school student did all that? I've got to say, that is pretty impressive. I know, right?
By the way,
So then, how are the robotics club and the professor related?
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, are you familiar with the string of robot-led deaths terrorizing the streets of Ichijo? Citizens of Ichijo will be out and about. Then suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods like expensive bags off of them. Then it runs off.
nope.
Afraid this is the first I'm hearing that one. Are robots really that sophisticated?
Yes.
Yeah, even in this era in time in real life. Absolutely, with its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp onto things like bags and make a quick escape. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable. It can fit into openings too narrow for a human to follow. I can see why it gets away too. Sounds like even more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. The most targeted items are expensive bags that contain large amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1,000,000 yen. Damn. We're talking damages that have now surpassed several million yen. So then, are you claiming the robot behind these incidents came from the Serial Robotics Club? Do you have any proof?
Well,
As a matter of fact, I discovered this bolt along one of the robot's escape routes. They're the very same bolts used by the Serial High Robotics Club. Oh?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Hey,
You're positive the Serial Robotics Club is using these bolts?
yes.
Yes, 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ichijo, but it went under and lost its client. That's when the Serial High Robotics Club bought them in bulk for a low price.
I see.
Makes sense. I can see why you suspect them. Additionally, rumor has it the stolen goods are being used as a source of funding for criminals.
I guess so.
Well, it would be tough to fence stolen goods through the usual channel. Right. And I have just the ones in mind who would perform such nefarious deeds to get by. The professor and the Neo Kahin gang.
A truly skilled detective.
We're the MRCs. We can't simply sit by and ignore this, can we? Thief bots bolt.
Hanasawa.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll see if I can get in good graces with the Robotics Club, but I'll need a reason.
Please and thank you.
You'll greet them as an outside counselor. I've already received approval from the chairman. One step ahead as always. Though I have to say, I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. To be honest, the advisor and the Robotics Club have never been on good terms, and the chairman is glad to have a mediator to keep an eye on this. As for why they're at odds with each other, I have no idea. Interesting. In that case, maybe they'll just welcome
That
me
being
in.
said,
Well, because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the Robotics Club's members have a general distrust of adults.
if I were to
That's going to be a
guess,
problem. As such, it's possible they may reject you as well, Yakumi-san. Right then. Sounds like earning their trust is gonna be tricky.
Masawa.
I'm Asana. I'm on my way to the club in the room. Where can I find the robotics club? In the corner of the east building's fourth floor. Alright, well, I guess I better go show my face.
Here's a good Halloween trick. Buy a bunch of races. There you go. Turn off all the lights in your house. Yeah, yeah. Just don't answer the door. Sorry, Macy's.
One crispy Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for you. And a delicious crispy spicy one for whoever needs a little kick. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich in classic or spicy for just $3.99. It's bigger looking good.
Thanks, guy. Like switch lads? Yes, it is. Real power contrast therapy. Rise from me. Thanks, guy.
Everyone deserves something better. It just needs to stay. Our future depends on regeneration. That's why we're working to not only protect our planet, but restore, renew, and replenish it. So we can all live better tomorrow.
Wow. Look at all these nerds. Okay, let me stop playing. So this is the robotics club.
Hi, I'm Yagami. I was asked to start as your outside counselor today. Is the president here?
I'm the club president, Domu Kitagawa. The chairman already filled me in.
Great. That saves us some time. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Hey, what's up with the attitude?
Yagami-san, was it? I've got a question for you. How knowledgeable are you in the field of robotics?
Not very.
Here we go again.
Huh?
Yagami-san, I understand the chairman requested your services. I don't believe we require an outside counselor.
Oh?
We're operating perfectly fine as we are. We really don't need you attending our club activities.
Say,
You probably were.
Okitegawa-kun, right? You already know I'm here to do a job, so skipping out on you guys isn't gonna work for me. Mind if I pop in every so often? The chairman will let me have it if I don't at least make an appearance.
Well, as long as you don't get in our way.
Great. We'll all be friends in no time.
You're right, best of friends. Well, better grade at the better greet all the members. You can smell the virginity off these nerds. Yeah.
It's me.
I'm Yagami. I was asked to act as your outside counselor. Starting today, it's nice to meet you. He totally ignored me. Man, what a douche. Excuse me, what's your name?
I'm Shion Takamori.
I'm in charge of construction. And what could construction entail? Following the blueprints and building the robots. Oh, so you built them. Sounds fun. What kind of robot are you making now?
Excuse me.
Hey, I'm a little busy right now. You mind? Ah, my bad. Sorry for bugging you. I need to get back to work. Gonna have a tough time getting this bunch to open up. Hey there, nice to meet you. Hello.
It's me.
My name's Yagami. I'm an advisor with the Mystery Research Club. What's your name?
Tetsuro Kurumazaki.
I'm a second year.
Hey.
Can I ask you what you're making? Oh,
Well,
these are the blueprints. I'm responsible for the designs.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. So is what you're drawing up now for the robotics contest?
yes.
That's right. This is incredible. You drew this? Yeah. Could he just be super shy? Most likely. Weird. Why isn't it moving? Hey there.
it's
Oh,
me.
I'm Yagami. Nice to meet you. I'm Yagami. Nice to meet you. Who might you be? Well,
I'm Dento Sakura, first year.
I'm the robot's lead
By
programmer.
the way,
Were you having some trouble there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the robot. I just can't get it to move. Yeah. What do I do? I don't need another tongue lashing from the president. You look a little stressed out. Well, to be honest, I just recently started programming. Except I don't have a proper senpai to teach me the ropes. I see. I wish I could help you out with that. But I'm not much of a programmer myself.
hey,
What are you up to? I'm laying out our current milestones and workflow progression using Agile. Huh? Like your agility? No, Agile. It's a cutting-edge project development method that's being adopted by all sorts of software designers.
huh.
Cool. Uh-huh.
Well,
I'll try to rephrase it in a more digestible way. Basically, he's trying to say Yakumi's an idiot. Instead of blindly trying to build a complete model, it repeats trials, tests, and modifications to achieve the ideal form. Compared to the waterfall model of the past, you can have a much shorter development cycle.
Oh,
Wow, that definitely is awesome and useful as hell. Sounds complicated. Oh, you have no idea. Well, you're not wrong. High school students have a difficult time wrapping their heads around development models of this level. It does require mastery in management, after all. Depending on our opponents for this tournament, we'll need to have flexible spec changes. So that's why we're using this model.
well,
In fact, we're running a scrimmage with our prototype models later today. We'll examine the results to adjust our design principles for the future. He had a really standoffish vibe at first, but he's been surprisingly friendly.
listen up.
Yagami-san, you made us a promise, right? Didn't you say you wouldn't get in our way?
nah.
I take it back. Everyone's keeping their guard up. Pretty much night and day compared to the dance club. I mean, you're dealing with nerds, man, so yeah. And dudes who probably never had a date or had any action. So yeah, it's time. Oh shit, they about to jump me or something? Oh, something going on?
Time for our match.
The scrimmage. Ah, right. The thing you mentioned earlier. You gather data from these practice matches and make adjustments as necessary. Correct.
Hey,
Mind if I watch too?
Yes.
Fine. Just as long as you don't get in our way. Of course. Consider me a fly on the wall. I get the sense they don't like me much. Really? Whoa, what this dedicated field is where the matches of the RE Robo Rally are held.
Oh.
Dang, looks professional. I am Matsunaga from West Mitsuya High. Looking forward to the match today. I'm I'm Kitagawa of Siryu. A pleasure.
You kidding me?
What? Are you kidding me?
Takamori.
What's the matter? Takamori.
Come on.
Mizuzaki won't be coming.
What?
What? What do you mean by that? He jammed his finger during track practice.
This is bad.
Excuse me. I told him to focus his attention on the robotics club before the tournament.
Hey.
What's
Well-
wrong? Mizuzaki's this fellow on the track team who I asked to control the robot as our guest operator. So he jammed his finger and can't do it anymore. Can anyone else in the club operate it? Well, I mean...
Huh?
What? Me? No way, I suck. I bet you do. I'm famous for my Butterfingers. Gotta love the Butterfingers. Candy bars. The robots are radio controlled, so they're a bit unconventional. Mizuzaki isn't part of the club, but he had the experience, so I asked for his help.
Huh.
I see. Fine. How about I do it?
No.
No, not Takamori.
What?
What? Why the hell not? That's your reason right there. You have a very short fuse. We can't afford you getting emotional in the middle of a match.
Think you're all that?
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I can see it. You got a bad temper. Radio controlled, huh? In that
Hey.
case, mind if I be the operator?
What?
What? You, Yagami-san? I actually use a drone for my work pretty often. I know my way around radio controls. You've operated drones? How much experience do you have? About 5 years worth. I like to think I can handle a more delicate situation like this too.
Come on.
No way, forget it. What are you even saying?
Please, thank you.
Very well, Yagami-san. Please take over as our operator.
What?
What? Okitagawa, you son of a...
And that's the most optimal solution.
This is the best course of action we can take for today. It's the optional solution. It's the optimal solution.
What the crap?
Oh, no. Why is this even an option? He isn't even in the club. It should be me.
My process of elimination.
Like I said, process of elimination.
Hey.
So, like, this guy's a teacher, right?
Listen up.
The RE Robot Rally permits adult participation as well. There shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yeah, but
Kitagawa.
can you show me the controls?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Give us about 5 minutes, Matsunaga-san. Huh, well, fine, I guess. Now, Yagami-san, let me teach you how to control the robot. Thanks, I appreciate it. Due to recent technological advancements, you can control every function using your smartphone. Oh wow, so it really is like the drone. I think I can work with this. In a match other than the leading unit you will directly control, Yagami-san, you'll be forming a team of 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. However, since we're limited on time, I'll just have to use the leading unit to teach you the basics of robot control. Roger that. Now, a brief lecture on robot movement. I'll explain how to acquire the place block. The rule states that whichever team holds the most territory, the panels at the end wins. So this technique is the most essential of all. Blocks will spawn at set locations on the battlefield. First, move the robot over to the block's location. You've now acquired the block. Please note that while allied units may acquire blocks, any blocks acquired are automatically transferred to the leading unit. This is due to the fact that only the leader may place blocks. Alright, go on and place blocks. Blocks must be placed adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. This might be difficult to convey through words alone. Why don't you give it a try? Great job. Blocks cannot be placed if they overlap with your own team's territory. So when placing blocks, try to place them leaving a few gaps as well as possible. Next, I'll explain how to take an enemy territory. Place a block that's adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. If that block is on an enemy territory, you can steal that territory from them. In a real match, the focus is all about territory, so it's a technique that's often the deciding factor. Why don't you practice this as well? Next, a lesson on the robot's attacks and damage. These treacherous tug-of-war matches are not limited to territory battles alone. You can also unleash attacks upon the enemy using your equipped weapons. Yagami-san, the robot you're controlling has a drill equipped. Try to attack the enemy in front of you by ramming into it. Destroyed robots are automatically returned to their base. Additionally, as a penalty, they cannot return to the game for a set period of time. Keep your guard up until the match is over, and take care not to allow your leading unit to be destroyed to the best of your abilities. Alright. Okay, I think I've got the basic controls now. We may be able to pull this off yet. Right. Hey, can we get a move on?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Apologies for the wait.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, about these skills of yours. I like to see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Just leave it to me.
I've got this.
問題ない。ナイス。損害を報告しろ。認めざるを得ないね。ナイス。なかなかの腕だ。これはどうだ。よし。これだ。ボンミスだ。ナイス。問題ない。よし。認めざるを得ないね。
Oh wait.
ボンミスだ。これだ。ナイス。なかなかの腕だ。
Not looking good.
問題ない。立て直すんだ。なかなかの腕だ。認めざるを得ないね。ボンミスだ。なかなかの腕だ。ナイス。
We did it, guys.
Winner. All right. Good. For real.
Come on.
Whoa. Hey, did you actually win? Wow. On your first try too.
Hey.
So what do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Certainly far from shabby. You may even be better than Mizuzaki. Oh yeah? Did I already make the Hall of Fame?
Kidding me?
Hey, Okitagawa, do not tell me you're gonna use this guy in the tournament.
Takamori.
This is the only option we have.
Screw that.
Then what happened to Mizuzaki?
By process of elimination.
We'll just have him step down.
What?
What? He was quite temperamental, maybe even a bit unstable.
Come on.
No, damn it. Even so, you ever heard of something called a pecking order? Why give the job to an outsider who just showed up today?
And that's the most optimal solution.
Because the outsider came in clutch, that's why. It was an optional solution.
What?
Huh?
Okitagawa.
If you're gonna ask that Mizuzaki kid just for me, it feels a little...
Well...
Oh no, to be honest, he was acting as our operator reluctantly. It seemed he had his heart set on the track and the field for it. Oh, is that so? That's right. He always wanted out of the robotics club. That's why, frankly, I didn't want him to be the operator for the tournament. If that's the case, then I guess it's no big deal. Moving on, Yagami-san.
Please, thank you.
I'd like to thank you in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. No talking to you. Not talking to you. I I suppose I can say I successfully infiltrated the robotics club, but making friends with everyone, that's another story. I need to earn the club members' trust somehow, so I can get a little info out of them. Oh, before that, I should report back to Amasawa. She was worried the robotics club wouldn't even take me in.
Who would have guessed that Rick Steves would be harder to choke out than rare films?
I like to go half recline. Keep the Logan Bush on the head.
Angels are gonna help us find the plane.
I could suck it, but I never do.
Once in Bangkok, teams will hit their first detour, but will have to choose between yak and back. Here they must herd yaks or have a full-time massage before they can get to the racing.
Couple times.
We watched Rush Hour 3 on the plane. I think I'm done wooing you.
That can rip through that yak.
Based on what?
Amazing, you can use vague words to perform a search? Right. If we fill up the database more, you think we could sell it to a writer or something?
Hey,
What's up?
Well,
Ito Kuro-san made an encyclopedia where you can search for the tricks of a mystery. A mystery trick encyclopedia on the computer?
I suppose.
Yep. I read every book in the club and got bored, so I compiled all the tricks from every book. But compiling them alone isn't very fun, so I turned it into an app. It's just a basic text-based dictionary. It's really incredible. You can even sort the titles based on criteria such as locked room or psychological deception. It can really do that? Indeed. What's more is that vague search terms are enough to bring up results. Animals, string, and ice, for example. A mystery enthusiast might even pay a pretty penny to have this.
Itakura.
Itakura, you know how to program?
What?
Huh? Of course I can. We learned it in class. Pretty much anyone can do it, you know. That may be. But not just anyone could do all this. Really, I guess so. Itakura has some programming under her belt. Huh. Sakura over in the robotics club was having some trouble with programs. Maybe Itakura could teach him a thing or two. Question for you, Itakura. Do you have any interest in the robotics club? Huh? What do you mean? This kid's having some trouble with a program for his robot. Sure would be nice if someone would help him out. Not interested.
Nah.
Won't even give me the time of day. I know how you feel, man.
Partner swap. Brought to you by Tostitos. Scoop up a new partner.
You don't understand. I don't want to be your partner anymore. Me neither.
Everyone has to go.
Interesting, so they were unsure about you, but it seems you managed to gain Okitagawa-kun's trust. Can't say for sure. In Okitagawa's eyes, maybe he just landed himself a convenient pawn. To Okitagawa-kun, maybe.
That being said,
In any case, if you continue to gain the members' trust, you might find some clues about the professor. Hey, Amasawa Senpai, about this professor. What is it?
Look here.
Do we really need to put all this effort into catching
What?
them? I'm sorry? What I mean is, the only people getting duped are crooks, right? So, why don't we just stay out of the way? Maybe the school would be a better place if all those morons just disappeared.
Kirokuro-san.
God damn, girl, that's dark. You just took things to a dark place now. Kirokuro-san, why would you say something like that?
Just so you know.
I'm sorry, Senpai. I'm just gonna say it. I have no intention of playing detective with you so we can save a bunch of idiots. Besides, I take Moriarty or the Fiend with 20 faces over some hypocrite detectives any day.
Hey.
Now, why don't you just agree to disagree? Amasa's putting in the work, Yokuro. Don't belittle her for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you say, Yagami-sensei. I know I've said this before, but you're still a member of the MRC. That means you'll help out in investigation as needed.
Huh?
Say what? That's right. You don't get to just read the latest mysteries for free.
Kirokuro-san.
The plus funds this month all went to mysteries you read. You know, no work, no more mysteries.
Oh. Hey.
You're seriously holding the mysteries hostage. Super unfair.
Nah.
No, that sounds about right. Sounds about fair. I know she isn't feeling up to it, but I really do want Kirokuro to help investigate the robotics club. I'll see if I can change her mind later.
Marinara, baked apple, or hot melty pie cheese with our not new but still delicious twist. Carry out Domino's new oven baked dips and twist combos or any Kentucky pizzas for $7.99 each.
One crispy Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for you. And a delicious crispy spicy one for whoever needs a little kick from the t-shirt. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich in classic or spicy for just $3.99. Reckon it'd be good. There's something I want to ask you. The new iPhone 13 Pro is here. What do you say? Switch the team over.
Now new and existing customers can get the powerful new iPhone on us. Okay, now you can definitely call it Lotus. McDonald's Deluxe Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Every Halloween, millions of Reese's Cups just disappear. Don't worry, they're in a better place now. In a much better place. Subway has so much new peanut butter out there. Like the new Artisan Italian Picardi Moby Grain Bread. It's the E-Press refresh at Subway. There's so much new there's no time for Serena. Wait, what? Sorry, we don't even have time to say they were created by world-class bakers. Oh, yes we did.
Okay, time to see what everyone's up to. Perfect. Takamori and Kurumazaki are right on schedule. Sakura, how's everything on your end? Were you able to fix that bug you reported the other day? The one responsible for the machines and mobility? Sakura, bro, that's a girl's name. Why does a dude have a girl's name? I thought that was always a girl's name, Sakura. I guess dudes can have that name too, or his parents must have really wanted a girl. Oh, well, no. To be honest, it hasn't been fixed yet. Sorry, another failure in communication. This is the third time you didn't report in. How many times must I tell you? Always be in contact. ABC. I'm sorry. Communication reporting. Sounds more like running a business.
Okitagawa.
Yo, Kitagawa, need a hand with anything? A hand, you say? Well, let's see. Right, when I'd like to ask if you customize the robot. Customize.
Listen up.
You know, changing up the robot's parts configuration, you can adjust its performance that way. Wow, didn't know that was a thing. Okitagawa, you know this guy's an amateur with robots, right? Why does he get to customize it too? Maneuverability isn't based on logic, it's based on feel, and it's simply more efficient to implement the opinions of the one who actually operates the thing. I get that, but it's just weird. You're putting too much in his hands.
Takamori.
Let me put it this way. Takamori, a robot's parts are to an operator what shoes and gear are to an athlete. I can't understand that logic. The operator knows which parts would improve a robot's mobility and offense by getting a proper feel for it. It's why the Serial Robotics Club has valued operator feedback for generations.
Come on.
Yeah, but still.
That's the most optimal solution.
Fine, damn it.
Yagami-san.
Anyway, Yagami-san, why don't we give it a try? Now about our robot customization. When customizing, you can develop new parts in parts development. You can also change the configuration of your robot's parts in parts rating. Let's get ahead and try customizing. First, we should aim to develop parts with a higher performance than the current robot parts. Developing parts requires materials and funds. You can obtain materials as a reward from winning matches. You may even be able to utilize some items on you as materials as well. If there are belongings you no longer need, feel free to provide them. As far as funding is concerned, it will be covered by the Robotics Club. I'll leave the development decisions up to you, Yagami-san, but just keep in mind, you'll be limited by the club's funds. We've prepared some materials from the Robotics Club, so feel free to develop the parts as you see fit. I see, so the machine was lacking those parts. Next, why don't you affix the parts you just developed? Douglas-san, please place the newly developed parts onto the robot.
I see.
So this is how it works. I think I get it. After we receive the results of the scrimmage, we look into the necessary countermeasures and include any fixes in the development cycle. If you like any parts made on your end, please let us know, Yagami-san. Kurumazaki can draw them up for you.
Does that mean?
Does that mean the robot's performance hinges on Kurumazaki-kun's design abilities? Oh no, it's not like that. I just design whatever the president tells me to. That's so. Well, in any case, sounds like I'll be asking you to do make a bunch of stuff for me. Looking forward to working together.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, definitely one of the shy ones.
Instead of wanting Francine, more like
Oh, hello, sexy.
Crying out loud.
The nerve of that cheeky little robot nerd. He thinks he can just go and hire an outside counselor.
Hmm?
Aren't you from the MRC?
Yagami.
Yes, I am, cutie pie. I'm Yagami. I just started as the Robotics Club's outside counselor, too.
Huh?
Oh. Oh my. That means you're him. My name's Yukari Akuda. I'm the advisor to the Robotics Club.
By the way,
Have you got business with them? I take it no one told you an outside advisor was coming in. Haha, I guess you heard me. Yes, isn't that just awful? Alright, if you're here as a counselor, would you have time for a chat? Perhaps just over there?
Yep.
Yeah, she getting her flirt on. Yeah, let's do that. I was actually hoping to speak to the teacher who's the acting advisor.
Yagami-sensei.
There aren't many students around right now. It's a great spot to relax and talk. Okay, time to ask Akuda Sensei about the robotics club.
Excuse me.
So, I've been hearing the robotics club members and the advisor don't get along too well.
Yes.
Yes, you heard right. Anytime I go check in on the club's activities, they pretend I don't exist. It's incredibly frustrating. I mean, I guess when it comes to nerds and women, that usually tend to not mix. Why is it like that? Probably because I was against letting them into the RE Robo Rally. Really? Why not give them your support? It's not the kind of tournament an ordinary high school robotics club like ours should be competing in to begin with. They'll only embarrass themselves. Okay, now I'm starting to see why they don't like you. Now I see you. Naysaying ass. Participants include researchers from technical schools, colleges, and even companies, all of whom are highly knowledgeable and well funded. But didn't they take part in a robotics contest last year too? That time it was all in the name of good fun. But Okitagawa-kun is different.
Good grief.
After he took over as president, he meant to lock down any sponsorship. If they lose now, they'll have the whole world laughing at them.
I see.
No kidding. Yeah, and don't get me started on all the late nights they put into prepping for this thing. As their advisor, I'm required to work overtime with them, which I don't even get paid for. So she basically, not only she a naysayer, but she's also lazy. And selfish.
This kid.
And despite all this, as soon as I show my face in that classroom, they ignore me, they're rude, and it just gets under my skin. And she's a nagger, apparently. Huh, the friction between the advisor and the club really runs deep.
By the way,
This Okitagawa kid, we chatted while the club was in a session, and he seemed like a model student. Well, he certainly is a wonder. The robotics club really turned around thanks to him. The previous members were just a bunch of kids who loved robots. The club was more of a hobby to them. I'd hope I'd pop in from time to time and they'd be reading manga, taking naps, things like that.
Huh.
It felt more like a lazy culture club. So you can imagine why I admired Okitagawa-kun's razor-sharp gumption at first. He changed up the system so just 4 members could build a high-quality robot. Plus, he pulled in a major funding from a shopping district. Did I mention those funds total over 1,000,000 yen? Over 1,000,000? That's
What
incredible.
does that mean?
What kind of shopping district would dish out that much? Is it in Ichijo?
No.
No. It's apparently where Okitagawa is from, a shopping district in Tokyo. Acquaintances of his whom he somehow persuaded. Huh. He's really something. Thanks a bunch, Akuda Sensei. I think you answered pretty much everything I wanted to know. Glad to hear it. Just as long as it helps.
The compact Rizlings, and most brand worthy of them all. New pumpkin pecan pancakes. This month's spotlight step. See you at Denny's.
Yagami-sensei.
What do you think, Yagami Sensei? Do you think you can win over the Robotics Club? Honestly, I still sense some pretty big walls up between us. I wouldn't doubt it. Those kids really don't like adults. And it's common for kids that age, always thinking adults like us can't possibly understand that. Or, you know, maybe it's because you won't let them enter the RE Robo Rally. Exactly. Naysayer. Phew, well, I feel much better after getting all that off my chest. Now, if you excuse me. Guess Akuda Sensei really needed to vent.
Yagami-san!
Okay, Yagami-san, let's head to the scrimmage. We'll utilize any feedback you give us to develop future modifications.
Yeah.
Roger. Leave it to me.
I've got this. No way. Yes. Nice.
いいですぞ。いいですぞ。
ナイス。Go!
Not looking good.
いいですぞ。いいですぞ。
Yes!
いいですぞ。
Not looking good.
何ですと。
Nice!
そうきますか。
Yes!
ちょま。
No way.
Nice!
バカ。
Yes! Nice!
何ですと。
Nice!
いいですぞ。
Yes!
いいですぞ。
Nice!
I win.
You pulled it off somehow.
Everything appears to be running smoothly.
Good to go.
Doesn't seem to be moving at all. Not sure why. What? No good. Not even a peep. How strange. Oh, could it be?
Sakura.
Sakura, do you know something about this? Well, actually, there's still this bug where it won't accept any inputs. What? You haven't fixed it yet? But it still moved afterwards. And then I tried over and over to reproduce the bug, but I couldn't. I didn't have time before the scrimmage. I thought it'd be fine. Uh-oh. Deep shit now. Why didn't you report it? What was your plan if the bug popped up during a match? If this was the real deal, then what?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Identify the bug and solve it by the next scrimmage.
Yes.
Yes. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I'll say it again. Always be in contact. Remember that.
Yes.
I will. I mean, it's the true I mean, it's true that failing to report something can be a problem, but I still feel kind of bad for the kid.
You okay?
Are you okay, Sakura-kun? So why am I like this? Why am I always like this? Sakura-kun. Stefan, why? Why won't you move?
You okay?
Sakura-kun, what's going on?
Sakura-kun.
Sorry I can't help out. I just don't know much about programming. He's really been backed into a corner, huh? Oh, boy. This is indeed a problem. We can't even have a scrimmage in this state.
Kitagawa.
Kitagawa, do you know what's causing the bug? I gave it a look, but I couldn't identify the cause of the issue. Gotcha. Programming, huh? Well, there is one person who knows a thing or two about that. I may have gotten rejected once already, but maybe I can ask again. Oh, what's up, Ruby King? How you been, bro? How's it going? I know how it is. I've been doing the same thing too, bro. Same thing. Glad to hear from you, man. So other than work, what you been up to, bro? Yagami-san, something rather interesting appeared in one of the school courtyard's walls. It's something related to the professor. Oh, awesome. You'll find it near the back of the school. Huh? Okay, I'll check it out. Honestly, just that other than streaming when I can. I feel you. Going to do the same thing too. Stream whenever I can. Oh yeah, did you ever get Lost Judgment and started playing it? Ah, there it is. I feel you. I just got my own. I got to put my own new Dodge Avenger in the own shop. Got it fixed and everything. I'm about to get this Demon Slayer game and start streaming it on Wednesday. I think because I think I'm about to get the deluxe one, so I'll get it early. Boy. Tales of Game. What's that?
Hmm?
What's this? Oh, okay. Awesome. Tales of Arise is the name of the game and is a part of JRPG franchise known as the Tales of series. Okay, cool. One of those graffiti art things. I remember almost saw mentioning it in a message. Isn't this the professor? Yeah. I bet the Ichijo Hounds did this. Ichijo Hounds? Hey, you want to tell me who the Ichijo Hounds are? They're a skateboarding group. Bunch of troublemakers.
Oh.
Skateboarding? What would they have to do with the professor? There's a rumor that they use the professor as the motif for their graffiti art. This is supposedly to be the professor. It's just a rumor. Wouldn't Amasawa-san know more about that?
Yeah.
Good point. I'll try asking her. Oh great, just what I needed. Who's this? Oh, hi, Yagami-san. This is the former advisor for the MRC, Mikuru Limori. Yo, she just looks creepy for some reason. I don't know why. And then the way she's staring at me, like, bruh, like, you just look hella creepy. I don't know why. Oh, the one who resigned. Nice to meet you. I'm Yagami. Likewise, I hear you're taking good care of Amasawa-san and the other members.
By the way,
Hope so. What brings you around, though? Well, haven't you seen it? The graffiti drawn on the back of the school. Yeah, supposedly it's a depiction of the professor. The student who drew it used to be in my class. Uh-oh.
huh?
What? Really? The other students seem to think it was some sort of delinquent who did.
Well...
Yagami-san, I should tell you. Sensei's former student, Shikishima-kun, is a member of the Ichijo Hounds. Oh. Gang members. Gang banging. Y'all know about that gang banging life. I ain't about that life. Chill, you know what I'm saying? Only real niggas know about that life. Oh, so there's the connection. The Ichijo Hounds and graffiti of the professor. This could be useful intel. The Ichijo Hounds are a bunch of students who enjoy skateboarding. Basically skate rats, basically. But yes, people think of it as a group of delinquent kids. Shinosuke Shikishima is a member and also a current third year at Shiryu High. When I heard he'd drawn flashy graffiti on the school's wall, I knew I had to hurry over here. You got a photo? Yes, a passerby caught him in the act and sent it to the school. That's certainly Shikishima-kun drawing the graffiti. Like a dumbass. How you gonna do a crime and get caught? Might as well just give up. You're a horrible criminal. You suck. Apparently, he's barely attended his classes for the past few months. Instead, he's been hanging out with the Ichijo Hounds. A rival group has entered the picture too. He's supposedly at odds with these other delinquents called the Blue King. Blue King? Really? Blue King? Really? I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna roast him. No, you know what, fuck it. What's this Blue King you mentioned earlier? Limura Sensei. Man, sounds like Blue King. Sounds like a mascot. Like some company mascot or something. Like yeah. Juvenile delinquents who got together mainly to skateboard. They seem to be from Ichijo's old school skater groups. And thus they own a lot of the turf in Ichijo. To a skater group, the only turf that matters are locations around the city suitable for skateboarding.
I see.
So they need a certain type of terrain to practice their tricks. Well, there can't be many of those. And amidst all this, Shikishima-kun has supposedly been raiding the Blue King's turf as a member of the Ichijo Hounds.
What does that mean?
Oh, basically poking the bear. Can you define what qualifies as a raid here? Well, the Blue King basically uses graffiti to mark ownership of their turf. They have a young Blue King as their motive.
Yagami-san.
Man, this feels like some Jet Set Radio-ish right here. For those of you who never played Jet Set Radio, it was this awesome game made by Sega where these kids would skate around in these rocket-propelled skates, do some jet grinding, basically grind on rails and stuff like that, and do all kinds of tricks on, trying to skater tricks and stuff like that on skates, and just spray graffiti and stuff while ducking and dodging and taking down law enforcement and sticking it to the establishment, basically sticking it to the man. Well, it started on Dreamcast, but it's also on Xbox as well. And also, you can also get it on Steam and on the Xbox One. Well, Jet Grind Radio you can. Jet Set Radio is on Xbox and has not been up to date and has not been updated for any current consoles. The only one that's been updated for consoles is the first one, Jet Grind Radio. But both of them are awesome either way. Here's a picture of it, Yagami-san. Yeah, I can see where the name comes from.
If I were to guess,
That's why I can't wait for that new Jet Set Radio based game come out on the Nintendo Switch next year. It may not be exactly Jet Set Radio, but you know, close enough. It supposedly represents a young delinquent king who reigns over Ichijo, and blue is of course a very royal color. Yes, and Shikishima-kun is just... Yeah, there is. It's not exactly Jet Set Radio, but it's based off Jet Set Radio significantly. And it's supposed to be coming out next year on the Switch. From what I've seen of it, it's very awesome. It's freaking awesome, and I can't wait to get it. Yes, and Shikishima-kun is just going around drawing over their graffiti on their own turf.
In other words,
and he's doing that with an image of the professor. Yeah, basically a spiritual successor, a significant spiritual successor. Basically, it has pretty much most of the elements of Jet Set Radio put into it, but more up to date and with some new stuff to it. Speaking of that, take a closer look at this one, Yagami-san. It's a drawing of the Blue King, but everything drawn over it is graffiti from the Ichijo house. Oh, you're right. So the professor is the king on the throne. Is the king on the throne is being dragged down by the professor. It's definitely defiant, and it's got a touch of humor in it too. No shit, I can see it. Yet the professor is the new icon of delinquent youth, superseding the king of yesteryear. All right, man. See you around tomorrow. See you around. Thanks for watching the stream. And I think one way to interpret it is that the professor is declaring war on the Blue King. Yeah, no wonder the Blue King guys aren't happy.
that being said,
But the thing is, according to the rules of street art, as I understand them, the Blue King can't complain about it.
by the way,
Was he a good student? I'd say he was. Just average. His grades were pretty good, but he didn't stand out or anything. Not especially outgoing or quiet, just average. And he wasn't a troublemaker, so he had that going for him too. These kids he's supposed to be studying for. These days he's supposed to be studying for his exams. He said he's going to attend a regular 4-year college after graduation. From what I've heard so far, he doesn't seem like the type who would join a delinquent group and get into graffiti. Exactly, that's why I was shocked to hear it for myself. However, Shikishima-kun didn't talk about himself that much. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the first thing about his goals or his hobbies. Even during career counseling sessions, all he would tell me is that he would figure out his future while he was in college. So he wasn't thinking half as many steps ahead as, say, Amasawa. That's right. I had everything planned out when I was 3 years old. God damn, girl. What do you mean the rules of street art? Apparently there's an unspoken rule that it's okay to paint over existing artwork as long as the new work is better. Yeah, this is definitely inspired. This is definitely some Jet Set Radio-ish right here. Crazy. Well, how is the Ichijo Hound's graffiti? Is it highly appreciated or something?
Yes.
It seems so, and that's why the Blue King is left with no choice but to tacitly approve. Why doesn't the Blue King just paint over it in here?
No.
I heard they did that once and took a lot of heat for it. They were firmly told that they were whack.
I see.
So it sounds like Shikishima-kun is something of an artist. I still can't believe Shikishima-kun has such talent. His art grades were average at best. Well, it's usually be the average ones that prove you wrong or surprise you. Never underestimate being average. Okay, I think I have a good overall grasp on the situation now. Well, Imura Sensei, what would you like us to do? I'd like for you to look into exactly what Shikishima-kun suddenly joined a delinquent group and to persuade him to leave, if possible. Yep. Okay, I'll do what I can. Hey, Yagami-san, I think the best approach would be to go undercover since you're so good at it. I think you can handle a skateboard group.
Nah.
What? But it's a bunch of kids, isn't it? You expect me to just stroll up and ask them how they're doing? I'd really stick out. I'm sure you'll figure out a way to blend in somehow. Let's hope so. Look, we know there's a chance the Ichijo Hounds and the Professor are connected. So if you gain those kids' trust, you might be able to extract some really valuable information. Okay, where would I find the Ichijo Hounds? I think they hang out in Hamakita
Gotcha.
Park. Got it.
Everyone has business as usual. Replacing fluids, removing some bottle caps, that sort of thing. Everyone I've always been a dreamer. Hey, Mama, you ever wonder what it'd be like to venture into the great, wide, non-vaginal world beyond? What do you mean, the sea? No, I mean out there. No, why would I? Trophy's Roly Lady Kid is everything we could ever need. Shelter, barbiturates, fun hat Fridays.
Yup, sup, Yagami-san? Oh, Kento-kun. Well, this is a rare sight. Whenever I think he's showing up for real, he just takes a nap and goes straight home. Hey, Kento, shouldn't a member of the MCR actually, read some mysteries?
No.
Nah, if I read too much, I get super sleepy. Though, now that you mention it, maybe I could use a nap. Sai, you're unreal.
Masawa.
Alright, I'm Masawa. Where's Ito Kura?
Mr. BJ Educator, your substitute teacher. So, for the rest of the year,
Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh.
Hey, been a while.
It's a pleasure.
Would you believe I joined the MRC too? Well, nice seeing you. Huh? Well, yes, she still hates my guts.
Hey.
What do you mean?
So,
Okay, so I was on the cultural festival committee with Ito Kura.
Huh?
Cultural festival committee? Wasn't Takanashi from the dance club on that too? Yeah. So you've heard of it, Yagami-san.
so actually,
Ito Kura led the committee but was kind of a tyrant. She had a way of bringing the mood all the way down. In the end, everyone kind of started boycotting the meetings and only Ito Kura would show up. Basically, the culture festival was a massive fail. Pretty tragic. If you think about it, I'm sure it was extremely difficult for Ito Kura.
What does that mean?
Wait a minute. If you were also a member, Kento-kun, then doesn't that mean, yep, I'm one of the ones who turned my back on her too? Good lord.
but
Don't get me wrong. I totally feel like I did Ito Kura dirty. I wanted to apologize ever since.
Post-resurrection, and I can't have bugs in my jelly roll. But I've always dreamed of being
Uh-oh. You think maybe my timing kind of sucked?
I'm not there, Annie. This guy could be the
I'm going after Ito Kura.
clown. You're stepdad material. Can't Baba or Pete watch the Beatles? It's Friday.
Alright.
Old country every mother-son date night.
Oh, right. But don't you need the Beatles to stop you from literally falling apart?
I have no idea, Annie. My body is a mystery only an art clown can solve.
Why did I think this Friday would be any different?
Where'd Idokura run off to?
Annie, wear this wig and meet with my parole officer.
Annie, go make another season of Mad Men. I'm bored. I'm so
Hey.
mad I could die.
Hey guys, any of you see a girl named Idokura? I mean Kotoko Idokura? Small, kind of long hair. She should have passed by here. Idokura-san. Oh right, the ex-chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. She went upstairs a bit ago. She might have gone to the roof. I see Idokura-san there all the time. Yeah. She'll even be on the roof during class too. Think she's having a tough time coming back to class. It's gotta be awkward as heck. I mean, we'd feel pretty awkward if she showed up too. Hahaha. You can say that again. Thanks, I'll check the roof. Is that what everyone really thinks about Idokura? I wouldn't want to go to class either. I know, right? Bunch of jerks.
That would be my front pack.
Itakura.
Here you are, Idokura.
This is the worst.
It feels like a cockroach just crawled into my room. Must be...
Tell me about the frustrations you feel with your manager at work.
Must be a cozy spot if you feel like it's your own room, huh? 10. Listen. Idokura, are you willing to stay in the MRC? Only if you exterminate that cockroach. You know I can't do that. Man, then maybe I should just... The professor, was it? They might know how to handle a roach problem. Hey, come on. No. This girl's something else, bro.
Look here.
Anyway, I don't want to see his stupid face right now. I have zero desire to do anything for that club. Well, that's gonna be a problem. I already told the chairman to hold off on severing your tuition waiver since you still be a part of the MRC.
You.
Then do something about it. How can I convince her?
How did you know I love gas station clowns? Horse tranquilizers?
Then why don't you join the robotics club? Huh? Robotics? Idokura, you said you know programming, right?
I suppose.
Well, compared to the other idiots around here, sure. There's this first year boy Sakura, who's been having trouble with programming. If you came to help out, I'm sure he'd be really appreciated. Uh-huh. As for the MRC, just show up when you think you can. Hold on. So the robotics Kuru Mazaki's in there, right? The one barely speaks? Yeah, he's a member. What? You don't like him either? He and I have some history. And he's still a step. He's pretty harmless. Good. I think the robotics club is gonna find ways to keep someone with your talent's pretty busy. Anyway, the chairman won't cut off the tuition waiver as long as you show your face in some club. What a pain. Is school really even that important? I bet I'd get by just fine without it. Well, even if that were true, haven't you made any friends? What about on a song? Huh? Heh, you call that a friendship? Yeah, right. You made a new connection because you chose to take a step forward. Plus, it looked like you were having a good time chatting, if I'm being honest. It'd be such a waste to give up now. You might even discover something new in the robotics club. Fine. Wait, so you'll come then?
Look here.
You just make sure to tell the chairman about the waiver thing, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, leave that to me.
Just so you know.
Oh, by the way, I don't plan on quitting the MRC either. Wouldn't want it to look like I let a cockroach get the best of me. Figure this, man. Figure this much.
We're here to experience positive platonic masculinity. Perhaps something rather septic.
Yagami-san!
All about exactly how.
Yagami-san, who's this?
My apologies, Mr. Gregory. I didn't see you there. Discuss first. Deck remodels, automotive repair, having spare keys made.
Like to join? This is Kotoko Hirokura, second year. She's pretty familiar with programming. I think she'll be a big help to Sakura-kun. Right, Hirokura?
Look here.
You do I look at it.
Thanks for opening up like that.
Huh?
Hirokura, senpai. That Kotoko Hirokura-san? Hmm? You know her? I saw the program she made in her first year workshop. Her code was perfect, beautiful.
What?
What? You really think so?
Yes.
Absolutely. It was so clean and minimal, which gave it an efficient elegance. I could tell you were brilliant just by looking at it. To be taught by the very same taught by the very same Hirokura senpai. I'm thrilled to say the least. Well, look at that. Someone gets me after all.
Excuse me?
My current issue is getting the robot to move because it won't. Could you maybe take a look?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Great.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, thank you. Sakura's a little wet behind the ears, which is why he's been struggling. Hirokura is really lighting up. She must be in her element. Just hope it helps her get back to work cool. Let's head to the scrimmage. As always, we'll implement any feedback you give us during these practice matches in our development. Sounds good.
I've got this.
Yes. 悪くないぞ。ほれ。やられてたまるか。ナイス。ほれ。
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
Not looking good.
Nice. Yes. Go. Whoa. What it?
Son of a...
悪くないぞ。悪くないぞ。まだいけるぞ。Yes。やられてたまるか。
Not looking good.
Yes. Yes. 限界だ。まだいけるぞ。
Not looking good.
Nice. Nice. Getting wrecked. Yes. Yes. やられてたまるか。よし。Yes. まだいけるぞ。
Ah,
We did it, guys.
Nanny, boop, boop.
Trophy never came home last night either. You know, shit is great. My mom always warned you kids, not make friends. Actually, I made some friends last night. The Beatles and I are on our way to make.
All right, I think we've gathered sufficient data. How's it going, Sakura-kun? Are you able to follow along with Ito Kuro-sensei?
Yes.
Yes. Ito Kuro-sensei makes it easy, very easy to understand, and she's so nice too.
That's right.
Very. I have a hard time committing things to memory, but she'll repeat herself over and over without ever getting angry. Wow. That's really something, Irokuro.
Sakura!
Sakura, I bought that reference book you mentioned last time.
Itakura.
Careful, Irokuro. I think your heart may be showing. What? Sakura-kun is really opening up too. I should be able to learn more about the robotics club. Sakura-kun, wanna grab tea with Irokuro and me? You know, a team bonding thing or something? What? That sounds wonderful. Let's go, Irokuro-sensei. Hey, is this your play to get him to spill about the feathers? You're not just gonna spring that on me, are you? No, not at all. That might put him on high alert. I'm just collecting a little bit of intel. That should be fine then. Great. Then let's meet up at the cafeteria. We got greater funds. Okay. The Syracuse cafeteria has a pretty good karaage combo. Karachi combo. Oh, but we're just having snacks, right? What are your favorite snacks, Itokura Senpai? Potato chips. I love chips. I'm a big fan of seaweed and salt. I'm partial to the consomme flavor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Those are great too. Sakura-kun seems to be enjoying himself. He always seems so tense in the robotics club room.
Hey.
Go on, bring it up already.
By the way,
Alright, Sakura-kun. There's still a lot we don't know about the robotics club. Probably because we just joined. Would you mind sharing what you know?
Yes.
Of course. Let's talk to Sakura-kun.
hey,
What kind of guy is Akitagawa? He comes off as a real go-getter. That's because he is. He's an amazing person, at least in my book. The robotics club completely changed after he joined. Before that, we never had any goals or deadlines. We mainly just sit around talking and getting excited about some cool ideas we have. But we'd end up doing nothing and losing in the preliminaries because we were never ready. But we were fine as long as we had fun. It was all very relaxed.
nah.
Sounds like the dream. Well, when the club's so easygoing, it could put you to sleep. I'm sure it was very rewarding for a guy like Akitagawa to step into it, especially having just transferred. He just gives off that micromanager vibe. What with all the reporting and milestones and the ABC talk. Yeah, I didn't even know what that was at first. I was on ABC. Should we do the rest of the alphabet?
Look here.
And I don't agree with how Okitagawa does things. Don't we have a model for robot contests? If I'm not mistaken, it was we think together, we build together. This is the exact opposite of that.
I see.
I see. I get how that doesn't exactly line up with Okitagawa's top-down approach.
Hey,
What kind of guy is Takamori, the one in charge of construction? He seems to butt heads with Okitagawa every so often. Yeah, those two don't get along so well. Takamori Senpai was supposed to become president before Okitagawa Senpai came along. But when the previous president retired, he named the newly transferred Okitagawa Senpai as his successor. It happened right after he transferred, so everyone was shocked, especially of Takamori Senpai.
oh,
Heck of a promotion for a new guy, huh? Takamori is definitely holding a huge grudge over it. He loves complaining when Okitagawa isn't around. Not like anyone's lining up to listen to him, though. I mean, he'd go on forever if we did. So Takamori is unhappy, which also sounds like a consequence of Okitagawa's regimen.
by the way,
Kurumazaki-kun, the designer. Okitagawa seems to hold him in high regard.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Kurumazaki Senpai is quite talented, always finishing his designs without much fanfare. He never misses deadlines, and he's very meticulous. That's why the president likes him so much. Yeah, overbearing bosses always prefer a good lapdog. True. True. Well, Kurumazaki senpai is very kind. He always worries about me whenever the president chews me out. Sure, but it's guys like him who let the people around him tell him how to walk and talk. That's not true at all. That reminds me, Itokuro seems to have beef with Kurumazaki-kun. Maybe it's better if I don't bring it up. I think that's about everything I wanted to ask. I think I understand the Robotics Club a lot better than before. Thanks for your help. We should do this again soon.
Hey.
So, Itokuro, will you help me investigate the
I
professor?
refuse.
Nope, hard pass. Still won't give me the time of day.
Either way.
Okay, well, how's school going then? It's not so bad, right? Who's to say? Not me, that's for sure. Some idiots might still want to jump me, like Amasawa's brother. I don't know about that. I should really do a better job of keeping tabs on Itokuro. I wonder if these kids are the Ichijo Hounds, that skateboarding group. The hell do you want?
Hey.
Are you guys the Ichijo Hounds? What if we are? How do I join? I'm a skater too. Huh? How old are you? You don't look like a high schooler. Oh, is there an age limit for skating? Well, no, not really. Then what's the problem?
Mitsui!
Hey, Mitsui. You want to check out this guy's skateboarding skills? Shikishima. Oh, so this kid is Shikishima-kun. Is it true there's no age limit to skating? And it would help us a lot to have an adult in the group. I mean, I guess. What's your name? Yagami. You the leader? We don't really have leaders, but Shikishima and I have just been running things lately.
I see.
An organization with a flat structure. I like that. Well, let's see if you have the basics down. Follow me.
Yeah.
Sure. Where are we? Escape park. This is where we practice or show off our sickest moves. They have skateboards for rent too.
Oh.
Hey, what's that? A stencil of the Blue King. This park belongs to the father of this guy named Shioda, and Shioda's head of the Blue King. Yeah, Shioda's dad saw how crazy the skateboarding scene was getting in Ichijo, so he built a skate park in one of his spare warehouses.
Does that mean?
But aren't you guys rivals of the Blue King? And aren't they dangerous? Like, aren't we on enemy turf right now? We gonna be okay here?
No.
This place is a commercial facility that anyone can use as long as they pay. Besides, fighting is prohibited here. If you try to pick a fight, the guards will kick you out. But you do have a point. We never feel entirely comfortable here. I thought so. Well, hurry it up and let's see your skateboarding skills. I'll give it my best and quickest.
Here we go.
not bad. Yeah. Hey, look, Mitsu. Who are they? It's the guys from the Blue King. The one in the center is their leader, Teta Shiota.
Shikishima!
Get out of here, Shikishima. We had this time slot booked. Let's go, guys.
Kev!
Hey, Shikishima. You painted over the Blue King's tag again, didn't you? If you got something to say about it, why don't you just paint over it with something better?
Asshole!
But if we get in a fist fight with Shiota, we'll get banned from this park. Yeah, I should stop this. Hey, let's calm down, both of you.
Huh?
Huh? Who the hell are you? I joined the Ichijo Hounds today. Name's Yagami. Yagami? I knew you looked familiar. Yeah, it's him. He's the advisor to the MRC. I'm sure of it.
Huh?
The MRC. The Mystery Research Club. It's a club at our school. I hear that their president, Amasawa, has been looking into the professor. Crap. There's a Seiryu High student in the Blue King, and apparently I'm too famous for my own good at that school. Why'd you guys let someone like him into your club? Yeah, you've been infiltrated by a rat, Shikishima. What are they talking about, Yagami-san? Well, okay, you joining us is off the table. Let's go, guys. That went well. This is awkward. Think I'll just go home. That sucked. Fucking snitch. Told on me. I got dumped by Shikishima-kun and his crew. What else is there to do? What do you guys want? We know the Neo Kaien gang. You know the Neo Kaien gang. What? We heard from Shikishima that you're looking into the professor. So, you saying that Shikishima's crew and the professor are connected? Who knows? Time to fuck you up. Well, I guess they are.
Let's go.
That was easy.
Hey.
Did Shikishima tell you guys to come after me? Don't know, don't care. Oh, damn. So there is something between Shikishima and the professor. Maybe he's keeping his mouth shut, but I can work with it.
Hey!
Hey, your name's Yakuza-san, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're, Blue King.
How's it going?
Their leader, for the time being, named Shiota. I'm impressed. You're strong as hell. Well, yeah, against those guys. You sound confident in your fighting skills. I like that.
Yagami-san!
How about you join our group?
Huh?
Seriously? Look, the professor's been backing those guys and acting as their enforcer. So I've heard. And we've been struggling because of it. Having a great fighter like you would really help us out. It would, but aren't you guys a famous delinquent group in Ichijo Besides, I don't want to help with any extortion type stuff. Haha. We don't do that sort of thing. It's been a long time since the Blue King did shit like that. Now we're just a group of guys who like to skateboard, even though the public think of us as a bunch of troublemakers. I see. Well, no need to give me an answer right away. Just let me know if you ever want to hit up the park. You can find us in this area. We're usually hanging out here.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'll think about it. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here.